Do you get low back pain when squatting? Maybe you're not able to squat as heavy as you want, or maybe the pain has stopped you from squatting altogether. I remember this happening to me all the time when I had low back pain, and it was super frustrating. So in this video, let's talk about why you might be having back pain with squats and what to do about it. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nate. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, and I help people with back pain. Squatting is one of the most common activities or exercises that people seem to get back pain with. So let's go over a few reasons why this might be happening and what you can do about it. The first reason is that you might be leaning too far forward when you squat, making your lower back muscles work harder than they currently can handle. Let's take a look at these two squats. In the first one, I'm in a more upright position. And in the second one, I'm leaning forward a little bit more. Now, just to be clear, there's absolutely nothing wrong with either of these two forms. They both work great. Everyone has unique anatomy and moves slightly differently. And lots of people squat with a more forward lean and have no issues at all. So this isn't something that always needs correcting. But if you're experiencing pain or discomfort when you squat, it might be worth switching up your form and seeing if it makes a difference. Here's what you can try. This is what we call a zombie squat. You can use a PVC pipe or a broom or even a barbell. Balance the bar on the front of your shoulders and squat up and down as you normally would. This will force you to stay in a more upright position to prevent the bar from falling off your arms. So if this feels more comfortable than normal squats, then you might be on the right track. You could use these as a warm-up before your real squats, or you could just switch to front squats altogether if they're more comfortable. Again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with leaning forward on a squat if that's how your body moves. But it's something worth trying if you're experiencing discomfort. The next thing to consider is the strength and endurance of the muscles in your lower back. These muscles are really challenged during squats, especially heavy ones. Their job is to keep you upright and prevent your trunk from collapsing in. If they're being challenged more than they can currently handle, then the discomfort or the pain might be a signal that they need a little bit more attention. My favorite exercise for these muscles is back extensions on the Roman chair. Most gyms have these, but you can also buy one for home from Amazon for less than $100. I'll put a link in the description for the one I used to have. This exercise is great at building up really isolated strength and endurance in the lower back. If you can beef up the muscles and the soft tissues in this area, you might give yourself a better chance at squatting without these tissues giving out or screaming at you. If it's too challenging or uncomfortable or you don't have the equipment, you can always start with something like Superman's, which do pretty much the same thing. Finally, it's really important to consider load management when dealing with low back pain with squats. Load management is deciding how many reps to do, how many sets to do, and how much weight to use. For some reason, the squat is an exercise that people tend to be really random with when it comes to load management. And trust me, I was the same way. I used to do this all the time. Some days I would feel tired and go light, and then other days I would take extra caffeine and I would go really heavy for a million sets. I was all over the place. Because squats can be such a challenging and tiring exercise, I've noticed that it's really common to adjust your load management on the fly just based on how you're feeling that day. And while it's definitely good to listen to your body and adjust your program as needed, I think it's also really important to have consistency and gradual progression. So take an honest look at your squats and see if you fall into this category of being really random with your load management. If that's the case, just take a step back and plan out your squats more strategically and progressively. If you need more help with low back pain or feel like you don't have a clear game plan on how to get rid of it, head to backonbroken.com. I'll see you next video.